I was at work the other day, and it was very hot, so I took off my sweater, but I made that rookie mistake of not grounding my t-shirt to my jeans first. So I just took my shirt off. My boss was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Who wants to dance?" As is the case with static electricity, I couldn't get them apart, so I just panicked and I threw my winter coat over my shoulders and ran to the bathroom in tears. I live in Williamsburg, and I recently I got down on the Bedford subway station, and there was a guy like 25 feet in front of me who was so attractive that it was annoying. Like, you know when you see someone who's so good looking, like you kind of want them to die? It's like either we make out or you go to hell. Like, that was the dynamic. But I immediately regressed back to being like a 5th grader, and all I could think about doing was in walking towards him, getting his attention, impressing him, and making him think I was like the coolest guy on the planet. Which was a terrible idea because he was clearly straight. And I say that because he was holding his wife's hand. It's just a total waste of time. But I'm like, I'm so awesome! So I felt this balled up receipt in my pocket. So as I was walking towards him, I had the idea. Take the receipt, throw it into the trash can that he's standing next to from like 5-6 feet away. And in my head, that was gonna blow his mind. I'm gonna see that and be like, man, that guy's awesome! Maybe I am gay. So, as I drew near, at this point, he and his wife were kissing their baby. Baby. It was an ugly baby, so I assume it was from her previous marriage. So I had to cough to get their attention, and he looked, but I don't like eye contact, so I averted my eyes. And I made the throw, looked back just in time to realize I actually hadn't grabbed a receipt out of my pocket. I grabbed a wrinkled up $1 bill. That I threw in the trash to impress a heterosexual father of 1 or more children. And of course he saw me do this, so he gave me this look of confusion. And all I could think to say was, whatever. It's pretty sad. I got a note in the mail the other day that I wrote to myself 10 years ago. Like, it was an assignment in English class. And I guess they pay these teachers enough now to follow through on these things. So I got this note in the mail that I wrote to myself 10 years ago. I summarized it. It was a pretty long and boring note, but I want to read part of it for you. Dear Brent, well, it's been 10 years since you wrote this note, so hopefully by now you've left Michigan. Check. Started doing stand-up comedy. Double check. And met the woman of your dreams. Oh, that's cute. I love how as like a 16-year-old I knew like the cold reality that Michigan is one of the worst states in the country. Stand-up was what I wanted to do with my life. But I had chose to ignore the fact that every one of my wet dreams had prominently featured Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Gets a little condescending after that. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't marry for looks. Marry the funnest girl you can find. Because this closeted 10th grader thinks marriage is one non-stop slumber party. Hey, fag. I still remember the last crush you ever had on a girl was Dominique Mochian. Some of you recall the 1996 female gymnastics team. I remember you noting to a friend of yours at the time that you found her particularly attractive because, and I quote, her breasts are so small and muscular.